Hello YouTube. Today's video I'm going to show you my new Anan. Hey guys, my name is Captain Darren and my amateur radio call sign is N4VFR. So I was searching since I bought a Anan 7000 at this QTH here in Atlantic Beach in Florida. I wanted to get another Anan for my other station in South Texas. So I ended up purchasing this. This here is the Apache Labs Anan 200D. It's an HF and 6 meters, 100 watts, software defined radio. I think D stands for diversity, but I plan on using this at the other QTH. And also when I bought this, it had the Xtronics RF sampler included in the package deal. So I think I made out pretty good. Here's the Anan 200D, and as far as cosmetic wise goes, it looks pristine. I like the finish of the top. It's like a I'm not sure, enameled paint. I'm not sure if that's the right word, enamel. But it has a little shiny, you can take a look at the reflection of my computer monitor. It has a shiny texture to it. It's nice and smooth. Now looking at the back, I talked to the owner. He was the second owner of this Anan. And he has the, is that called the transverter? The transverter and the 10 megahertz tied together. So I'm not sure. If you guys seen this before, let me know. I'm going to try it with it connected and then try it without it connected. And I plan on using a GPS input, not a GPS input, a time standard, 10 megahertz time standard. I plan on using that for here and also for my Sun SDR2 DX. So I'll have two SDRs at the other QTH. So what I want to do today, I want to see if this unit is working. So I'm going to put it in its place, just temporary for testing purpose. So the same software that I'm using, I'm going to be using the Thetis software. Okay, now that I have all the connections connected with the exception of the ground, I'm going to power up the unit and power my PC, power up the Anan 200, and let's see if it's going to communicate with my computer. Okay, powering up the computer right now. Okay. I powered up the Anan 200. It's quiet. It's more quieter than the 7000 DLE. Alright, I want to bring up Thetis on screen here. On that monitor right there to my left. So on the Ethernet port of the Apache Labs Anan 200, I have connectivity, so I should just before I power it on, I need to change the setup because it's now a 200D. Okay, apply, click OK, and power on. Okay, there's activity. We're on 20 meters. Turn on my speakers. So far so good, it's working. Let's see, let's go to 40 meters right here. "40 meters, the TCI. The TCI is following. I can't zoom any closer than that, but it shows TCI on the RF2KS. And the frequency that I'm currently on is 7153 up here. And that's also displayed. I don't know if you can see it. I can't zoom any closer. Here, I'll just take it off the tripod. So there, 7153 via TCI and 7153 on VFOA. I have a power output. Bring this down. Bring that down to about 10. And tune. It's not tuned for this. Alright, so go to manual mode. Bring down the power. I'm going to tune. Click on tune. Push this. RF2KS is tuning. Okay. Store it. So I'm putting out 7 watts, 1.67 after the amplifier, and the SWRs was putting about 1.10, so the radio is satisfied with it. So everything looks normal. Okay, I got PSA. So I got the pure signal in the auto. Alright, monitor's off. N4 VFR, is this frequency in use? Alright, I turned off the monitor. Okay, N4QNT, N4QNT. Art, are you around? This is N4 VFR. I'm trying to get a hold of Art in North Carolina. Okay, yeah, I hear a station in there. I hear a station in there way down in the noise level. Is that you there, Art? N4QNT, this is N4 VFR. All right, Art, negative copy, negative copy. N4QNT, this is N4 VFR. All right, guys, my friends said they heard me, but I don't hear them. So let me turn off the thetas. Power thetas off. Power the unit off. And remember I showed you in the back, let's unplug this Cat RJ45 cable. I remember I showed you in the back here, right down here. Okay, I'm already zoomed in, so I'm gonna lower this camera. Sorry for the jarriness. Alright, so they have this cable here. This is the transverter, and this is the 10 megahertz standard. So input. So I'm going to remove this cable that was connected, and then set that aside, and let's see if this is going to work. Remember, I didn't change anything on the software Thetis up there, so nothing has changed. And I want to power it back on, and I hope it works. Alright, let's go enable Thetis, turn it back on, up here, power on, error starting the SDR software. Alright, you know what? Damn, I forgot the RJ45. Turn it off, turn it back on. Alright, RJ45 is back connected. Give it a few seconds to communicate to my router. Power's on. I got activity. Alright, so I don't know what's going on. They said I sound fantastic, but N4QNT, N4QNT, this is N4VFR. Okay, yeah, let me do some troubleshooting. And I'm going to record it because I hear something down in the noise. So I noticed that the signals are not quite clear. N4VFR, I'll be right back. Okay, N4QNT. This is N4VFR. Okay, I'm putting power. Yeah, I'm going now. If you guys hear me okay, I'm copying you on the text with the group. I'm not hearing you guys, so I got something wrong with my receive. Okay, I want to do a test here. I gotta find out why I'm not receiving. All right, they're currently talking right now. Here, I'm listening to a web SDR here on my other computer. This computer right over here. I'm using a web SDR. And that's them talking right now. All right.
So I got you. We'll get a one-to-one balance with the.
They're talking on 7183. Now I changed my speaker to 7183 on my Anan 200D right here. I noticed something when I connected this wire to the transverter and the 10 megahertz input. Listen. I put the mic up here so the speaker picks it up. My mic will pick it up. Alright, here I want to connect it now. So I hear Art. Alright, I get the microphone, lapel mic. I hear Art in there, but when I'm wiggling this cable right here, look at that. So I'm not sure if something's wrong with my receive side or if I need to put in a 10. Well, my transmit frequency, they heard me fine. And Art said, it sounds fantastic. So something is going on here. I hear him. He's very weak. Not as clear. I have my AGC gain to 120. Noise blanker 1. And yeah, something's definitely wrong. It's probably something wrong with the receive side. Alright, well guys, I'm giving up. This Anan 200D, it transmits flawlessly. However, the reception, my receive signal, I can't pull out the weak signals, only the strong signals. But it only works when I have this SMA connected to the transverter and to the 10 megahertz input. So I don't know what's going on with that. Okay guys, I'm still troubleshooting on the Anan 200D on why it is not receiving. Transmitting is fine. So I've reconnected the 200D back with the cat cable, the RF sensing for pure signal to the antenna 1, power cords installed, and I'm going to use a spare laptop. This is an Asus i3, I think, Asus i3, and it's currently doing the FFT updates. And once that's complete, it's going to be a fresh install, and I will try to connect the Anan again and troubleshoot it furthermore. The antenna, the antenna is the DX Commander Classic with the inverted L for 80 meters. The microphone that I'll be using, this is the SE Dynacaster, using the Valley audio rack right here, and that's being converted from XLR to USB-C, and that's connected. I need to take it out from that computer, matter of fact, and I need to find out there's a USB-C port right there, so that's what I'll do. It's hard to see, but anyways, yeah, let me reconnect that USB-C and let's the Anan finish the Theta software finish up the FFT transfers. Okay, it's finished, and now the Anan 200 is powered on, and I will try to connect. This is a brand new install. 200D, apply. I'm using Wi-Fi right now. Let's see if it's going to connect. Okay, make it big. Let's set up the sound, audio, sound mapper, sound setting, I'm just looking at sound settings right now, speakers, Realtek audio, okay, and then my microphone input is the Dynacaster PMP audio device. That's what I'll use. So that's good there. Here's some volume. Okay, where's my volume? We're at 100% on the volume, but I'm not picking up anything. Let me go to WWV. WWV 15 megahertz. CHU Canada. Oh, this one doesn't have CHU Canada. Okay. Alright, so I'm at 10. There's no signal. I don't hear WWV. The current setup is I'm not using that jumper cable. One second, turn on the lights here. So I'm not using that jumper cables for those two SMA connectors right down there. Those two. I'm going to connect these two back there on the transverter and the 10 megahertz input, and watch the changes on the waterfall as I plug it in. This is no editing, just continuous recording right now. Okay, here comes the connection to one, and then here comes the connection to the 10 megahertz input. It's weird. You see that signal? So we're receiving something. There's a station right over here. Look at that. But why am I not hearing it? I'm on upper sideband. I should be picking up some signal, some noise. RF gain. It's wide open. My audio. Oh, here we go. I didn't even enable it. Okay. I didn't enable it. Sorry about that. What a waste of time. Sorry I wasted your time, but I don't know. Trial and error. Got it. I got the audio now coming in. Alright, so I'm picking up a good station. Now let's go to HF band. 20 meters, upper sideband. Zoom out. 14.300. Enter. So we got signals coming in. What's this little red dot up here? I'm not sure. Okay, let me see if my antenna tuner will tune. Turn off the monitor. Alright, tune. Not too much power out there. Tune again. It's 8 watts, 1.07.
Thank you so much, 7-3.
November for Victor, Foxtrot, Romeo.
November 4, Victor, Foxtrot, Romeo, 5-9 into Eastern Pennsylvania.
Okay, yeah, good afternoon. You're 5-9 in Florida, 5-9 in Florida. I'm just testing out my this Anan 200 Delta, and getting my first contact with it, making a YouTube video for my troubleshooting efforts on this Anan radio. But right now I didn't change any audio settings. It should be flat. How do you copy over?
Oh, it sounded pretty good. I gotta ask you, your Your call sign sounds familiar to me. November 4, Victor Foxtrot Radio. Tell me why I know your call sign.
Okay, perhaps you like watching YouTube videos?
Maybe. And you're Captain Darren, right?
Yes, sir, that is correct. Captain Darren, call sign November 4 Victor Foxtrot Romeo. And I'm currently making a video now on my new used Anan 200D. So you're my first contact. I was talking to my buddies yesterday, and I couldn't figure why I couldn't hear them. They heard me, but I couldn't hear them. But yeah, you got a 5.9 signal in Florida right now. Over.
Roger. Well, yeah, you're sounding pretty good. Are you, I'm looking at you now, Darren Golet. Are you from the Philippines by any stretch?
Okay, oh my god, that's weird. I don't know how that would work. I'm sorry for the spin, but looking behind here, I can't move it much. I got some connections are short here. How in the hell can these two connections are needed to make that receiver work? You see all those signals? And I just made a contact with him. And you saw it when it was disconnected. I'll do it right now just to summarize it. Disconnecting this. Alright, now it's disconnected. Continuous video recording. No signals. It only works when this is secured, plugged in. That's bizarre. I don't like how this works because what if I'm off frequency and I want to use a GPS DO to get the GPS timing? Alright, so that's in. Alright, continuous recording, no editing. I'm getting a signal and I'm hearing his audio. Alright, one more test before I close this video. I'm on 40 meters now. I'm going to call my friend Mike and see if he's up, what he's up to. I told him to meet me on this frequency. Let's see, am I tuned up? PSA KG2 Mike. Okay, I'm not even talking in the microphone. Here we go. KG2 Mike. This is N4 VFR. Well, Mike, I'm hearing you. I hear you. I'll say it's about a 5.5. I'm not looking at the meter. But anyways, yeah, I'm running power now, 1200 watts. SWR is 1.37 on the LP100A. Right now, the audio on the Anan is flat, but I'm using the outboard audio. How do you copy? Over.
And your signal is a 5 and 7, 5557, over.
Yeah, Mike, everything looks good there. KG2 Mike, N4 VFR. Alright, my friend, let me close out here and finish up my videos. I appreciate the comm check, and we'll talk to you later on tonight. I'm not sure. I'm not going to change my settings on the ICOM 7000. I almost said ICOM and Anan together. The Anan 7000. I'm just going to keep my computer set for that. And then when I bring this to the other location, my 200D in the South Texas, I'll use that one for my Dell XPS laptop. I appreciate the comm check. We'll catch you later on the frequency tonight. KG2 Mike, this is N4 VFR.
All right. Darren, no problem. And yeah, we'll catch you later tonight out there on the van. And for VFR, KG2, Mike 33, my friend, all the best. We'll catch you later.
Well then, another good comm check with Mike, KG2 Mike. And yeah, the Anan 200D works, but it's working in a mysterious way with those jumper cables. Wow, man, I am confused, but I guess that's how I'm going to operate my radio. It seems to be working, and it's a brand new setup on this laptop, and running flat. The only audio gear that I have set up is this one right here. That's my Valley Audio 401, and I'm not listening to myself. So I don't have the space bar. I normally use the space bar to toggle the transmit on and off, but I didn't have time. I want to get a contact with W1AW-3, and his personal call is Kilo 3 Yankee Romeo. His name is Herb. There's his picture there from his QRZ page. So my first contact on my new Anan 200D, a good two-way contact. And that was strange how he said my call sign was familiar to him. So give a shout out to my Filipino friends on the Mambuhay DX group. We operated on the 7.178 on 40 meters, 7178 on 40 meters, and also you might find them on 20 meters on 14.277. A friendly group of Filipino American ham radio operators. Particularly, they're mostly on the West Coast, California. And yeah, that's it. I'm happy with the Anan 200D. A little bit of troubleshooting, but I managed to get it to work. But I'm not sure why do I need that jumper cable. So if you have some information about that, or if you were the owner, a previous owner of this 200D, please hit me up and let me know what I need to do to put it back to normal operation, or if that's the only way it's going to work, because it was broken. But I don't know. Thank you for watching, guys. My name is Captain Darren. My amateur radio call sign is N4VFR. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider to subscribe. Join my adventures on ham radio and the stuff that I buy. I don't really review them, but I just show them my setup. 73s. Catch you next video.